Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram 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 Jai Jai जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम 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 ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಅದು ರಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಈ ಸೈಡಿಂದ ಬಲ್ಲದಾಯ್ತು ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಈ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್
जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री 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 राम जय राम राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय 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 राम ओम 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 श्री राम जय राम राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय 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 राम ओम श्री राम जय 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 राम ओम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय 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 राम
ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Bol.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Bol.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om. Did anybody try what has been suggested yesterday?
We tried in the bhajan.
Not in the bhajan hall. Morning?
Morning in the bhajan hall, early morning, 6:45 to 7.
Individually, not collectively. Please try tomorrow. Because that should become a habit, 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And chanting, hearing, no disturbance, we are not conscious of anything. Because in a collective, our eyes will be open, ears will be there, so many distractions might be there. Today we received an email from one of the earnest devotee. In your YouTube talk dated 14th April, for the majority of your listeners, including myself, you said, each day 90% of our activities are worldly and 10% is spiritual. How can we make our daily worldly activities more intense in God remembrance within this setting? Request your prayer. I persevere in daily practice, chanting the divine name and feel His presence. Eh?
If bringing it near, it is giving some sound. So the Shraddha thought she will increase the volume.
Actually, we don't know what was the correct expression. If you remember right, what we meant to us, the labeled spiritual activities are done only 10%. All are spiritual activities only. But we have labeled certain things. Nama chanting, bhajan, going through the books, contemplating, meeting a Mahatma, going to an ashram, going to a temple. All these we have labeled that it is spiritual. Family life, professional life, social life, they have been given the label as worldly. But when we go deeper into Papa's teachings, we find this is demolished. Because he is there with us, wherever we are going. When I am in the puja room, when I am reading scriptures, when I am doing Ram Nam, when I am hearing bhajans, when I am taking my bath, when I am changing my dress, when I am eating and cleaning the vessels, when I am going to the office, when I go there and take up my assignment, all these and the evening come back, all these time he is there with me, The spirit is not taking leave. The spirit is not coming and going. But the only thing is, because of our labeling, we find we are out of touch with him. Or he is not with us. Or it is worldly. And this is spiritual. He is with us, he has been with us. That is why Papa said, in the speaks, every day we are repeating that word, that not only in it is not merely in holy persons and places that you should see God, but in all, everywhere, even in the marketplace. And specifically he mentions we have to recognize that beyond the exterior dynamics of the body and the mind, there is within man the spirit which is immortal. It is by the power of the spirit that our life is activated in its manifold expressions. In the classroom, hospital, office, marketplace, factory, field, as well as in temple, churches and mosques, places of worship. We should tune ourselves with the spirit. So the spirit is not taking any off. And when he takes off, we are not there. So that is why we can say, though this has not been mentioned in these words, he has demolished the barrier between, the divide between spiritual and worldly. So when we hear that you should spiritualize, divinize, we think we should add something. No. We have only to realize that he is there. That's all. So to realize his presence, we have to remember him. To remember him, we have been asked to chant. Proportionate to the intensity of my chanting, the remembrance will stay with us. Proportionate to the remembrance we maintain. It may not be possible for us to maintain that throughout. When proportionate to the, suppose the intensity we do it, he is there, he has been with me, but when he makes me to involve, I don't feel his presence as I have in my mind. Not that he is away. I have some concept about him. So in proportionate to the intensity of my commitment to remember him, that will leave a deep impress of the non-remembering time. Labeled non-remembering time. So whenever we get any 1 minute, 5 minutes, half an hour, 15 minutes, during our day's transactions, we try to do it intensely. And every now and then we have to evaluate, we have to watch ourselves. That means whenever the me and mine has dominated, at that time the remembrance is not there. So the moment the me and mine dominate, I become aware. Oh, sorry. So first stage is to know that there is no divide. Intellectually we understand. Because we know that the spirit is within us, that is activating everywhere. The sense of individuality owes its origin on this substratum, the spirit, Atman, soul, whatever you call it. And having intellectually well established in this, we try in our own way. So probably, we don't know, this is unconventional. When we try to practice this, nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant. Everything we handle with a touch of love, touch of perfection, touch of dedication, touch of gratitude. Automatically, his presence is felt. So how to do that? These are some of the ways. The mind will definitely say, when we come to these, when we look at the chapel, if it is not in an orderly way, immediately we make it, because we recognize the role of the chapel. And it has to be given the due importance. Initially, the mind may say, why they have kept like that? Then later on, it is for you to test yourself. I have made them to become a little careless. Oh. So instead of blaming, I will take it that it's a reminder to me, nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant. And in our own room or house, when we handle anything, this is what we now learn from Mataji's room. At that time, we simply said, no, we did not understand. Or even when Puja Swamiji was handling the articles. Nice to see that, nice to reproduce that. But what is the rationale behind it? Even when they said, this is Papa, or Swamiji said, I am eating God, I am drinking God, nobody understood anything. How can you eat God? That's what our rational mind will say. How can you drink God? Who are you and who is God? What is God? All these questions, Thing is that nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant. These are all some of the ways by which we try to transform our usual activities into an act of worship. We need not say worship. Worship means ordinarily we will say like this. No. How can we express that? Everybody knows now. No? What we do in puja room, or what we do in Samadhi Mandir, or in our bhajan hall, the inside room. When we see one flower offered not in a proper place, naturally the tendency will be there to keep it in order. Rather than thinking why they have carelessly treated. No. If they have carefully, where is the opportunity for you to know that? So like that nowadays we start feeling like that, because how to demolish the barrier in my mind, worldly and spiritual, probably these might help us. How can we make our daily worldly activities more intense in God remembrance? This is what we feel. And to some extent we are trying. Because every time when we do that, though we don't tom that God remembrance, God remembrance, God remembrance, it is because of God remembrance only that you are prompted to do like that. When there is a disorder, you make it orderly. Then only you make it orderly. Normally, our tendency is to blame others, natural. But now, traveling with these thoughts, we will not blame anything on anybody. He is providing us an opportunity to bring out this, what you call this dimension. To some extent in our ashram, those who are involved in paduka cleaning, flower making, flower offering, collecting the flowers again, giving us prasad, by and large it is 100% on these lines. Because nobody throws it out, nobody willfully drops it, nobody willfully places their leg on that. Suppose your mind is absorbed in something else, probably you might, but not knowingly. Even the tirtha, you take it with all reverence. Even the paduka cloth, after washing, those who want it, we give them. Because the only mistake we probably do, it only we are seeing that in those articles. It should be the attitude in everything, that's all. But as a first stage, at least we have started recognizing that. Though we would have read Mataji's Infinite Expansion, suppose we are taking the tirtha now, however much I took, I was not satisfied. Then you made me to know that whatever I take, it becomes a tirtha, like that. So this is, when now Mataji comes to the picture, we will just go through that. I was never satisfied by drinking the tirtha of your feet. I would take jugs after jugs of it. At last you taught me that whatever I drank was tirtha itself. Thus, having absorbed me into your imperishable being, you totally quenched my thirst for it. We have now got stuck only when we go to the temple, when they give the tirtha, when the ashram we tirtha. Rest of the things, it is not tirtha for us. At least we have started identifying. But now when this eating, drinking, smelling, hearing, darshana, movement, asana, the highest stage. This is a PhD state. But we can make, that is why we can say all these 12, yes, 9 points which Mataji has said for infinite expansion. We all read, nice, we have passed remarks and give certificate, that's all. But how to implement it? One of the methods could be, we have to try and see. I will just read out of this sixth, because it is related to the email. As I was not satisfied by my pranams at your feet, you told me, Ram pervades all animate and inanimate creation. So cultivate respect for all beings and things alike. By thus instructing me, you absorbed me into your infinite and omnipresent being. It was only then that I was completely satisfied. Pranams. Seva. When serving you, you granted me unbounded joy. I was never satisfied, however much I used my hands in your service and in saluting you. Then you advised me that whatever work I did with my hands should be taken as Ram's service and worship. You took me then into your all-pervading being and gave me perfect satisfaction. Now, when we hear, we are thoroughly convinced. But the next moment when we go, do we remember? That is the point. While you were while you were giving me the Guru Mantra, I sat before you in all humility and respect. But I was not satisfied however long I sat at your feet. Seeing this, you advised me that wherever I sat, I should consider that I was sitting in the presence of Ram. Granting me this experience, you merged me into this in your immortal existence, giving me thereby complete satisfaction. So how many now? Huh?
Seva, Pradarshana, and sitting. Three. Pranam. Yeah, Pranam.
3. Pranam, Seva. And then now third is seat, asana. While you were giving me the Guru Mantra, that is over, no? Okay, 3 over. Then 4, Chalana. I did pradakshina of you many times, yet I was not satisfied. In the end, you taught me that wherever I moved about, it was the pradakshina of God. Then you absorbed me into your eternal being, granting me peace and contentment. Next is darshana. When I was not satisfied, thus you asked me to develop the vision of beholding all beings with love and respect, since Ram has manifested as the entire universe. Having admonished me thus, you gave me the experience of my oneness with your infinite being. Then only I became contented. Otherwise, to look at Papa. What do you call training Papa has given, no? That too at the initial stage. Nobody was there to give us this. Shravana. I heard with great eagerness your words saturated with love. Nevertheless, I did not feel satisfied by hearing your voice. Advising me to take all the words that are uttered as mantras and praises of Ram, you granted me the realization of your eternal being. It was now that I was fully satisfied. Grana. Here I smelt, O lover of devotees, over and over again the sandal paste. Sandal paste, tulsi, flowers offered at your feet, and the tirtha obtained by washing your feet. Yet I was not satisfied. Then you exhorted me that whatever I smelt was the fragrance of the offering laid at Ram's holy feet. Thereby you granted me the knowledge of your immortal existence. It was now only that I was completely satisfied. Pana. I was never satisfied by drinking the tirtha of your feet. I would take jugs after jugs of it. At last you taught me that whatever I drank was tirtha itself. Thus, having absorbed me into your imperishable being, you totally quenched my thirst for it. Pana, ashana, eating. What is ashana? I have not heard at all. I came to you and ate your prasad with great zest and craved more and more of it without being appeased. Seeing this, you advised me that whatever I ate was Ram's prasad. In this way, attuning my life with your immortal radiance, you cast off my covetousness for prasad. Now, nice to hear. No? We may be able to learn it by heart also. And if somebody makes a mistake, you will immediately correct. Yeah, these are all the tendencies we have. Okay, we will also try now. What are all the things? Need not be in the chronological order. Drinking, eating, walking. Please, everybody say that. Drinking, eating, walking. Sitting. Nobody could remember. Nobody could remember from the back. We were reading, you know.
Darshana.
No, seeing is darshan. Vandana, no, but the Vandana said that seeing.
Seeing.
Oh.
Seeing.
Not darshan, that's BBI.
Acha, so at least you learned by heart, na?
Sitting, walking, eating, drinking,
Smelling, tasting,
nothing, tasting,
eating.
eating,
Then
chalana,
pranams, seva, then
chalana,
pradakshina, seva. Hearing correct, Andy's right. Hearing, no matter how much I heard, every sound is every sound is a mantra.
sound one more.
Yes, very much.
How many sound came?
Yes.
I heard with great eagerness your words saturated with love. Nevertheless, I did not feel satisfied by hearing your voice. Advising me to take all the words that are uttered as mantras and praises of Ram, you granted me the realization of your eternal being. You are trying, no? You are struggling to remember the words, okay? Why do you do that? You just start thinking. Your 5 sense organs are working,
That's what she said.
So the hearing is there, smelling is there, eating is there. Eating and drinking, we can give that appointment. Then seeing, you can say that. then
Smelling is there.
the movement is not there. And then
Smelling is there. No matter how much I smell with camphor and chandan and
how many organs, you know?
that smelling is organ of
One.
perception only.
2, 3.
See.
Touching is not.
Hearing.
Touching is not.
It
Hearing.
is there. It was there. No.
Okay.
I touched the mother
Okay.
earth when I was born.
No.
No, that is in another chapter.
Different chapter.
That's in a
Acha, okay. Now there are something from the sense, something from the organs of action. That is chalana.
So the pranam is touching. In pranam, touching comes. Seva and touching.
These all have to contain it like that.
Intellect. Anyway, it covers many of our activities. Many of our activities that we do right from morning till evening, it has been covered. Okay. And now, the next, our problem is, we learn it by heart, we can reproduce it, we can write. Now, how to make it a reality in our life? That is the question I have been asked, you know. So, one suggestion is, whenever the mind remembers this, you can add one Ram Nam into it. You and I are doing it. One method. Suppose that is also not possible. Do it perfectly, attentively, consciously. Remember these words. That probably may be helpful for us. Anything that you do, when you keep in the place where it should be kept, consciously, attentively. When you take the plate, you wash the plate, you keep it in the proper place. When you use the ladle, when you clean the table, when you start writing something or typing something, when you are immediately don't rush up with our ideas to on somebody. First let us know what they are doing. Then we will see, then attentively, you know. That means not only in attentively to us, not only. Try to stretch this in as many activities as possible. So without bringing that he is behind it, we are achieving the purpose. Because God does not want us to say, you should put the label, no? He does not want. He wants the label only perfection, love, dedication. We add gratitude. He does not want our gratitude, but we have added. So whatever we do, wherever we do, whenever we do, suppose we try to bring this dimension, touch of love, touch of perfection, touch of dedication, touch of gratitude, we are bringing him into the picture. This is what is meant by Papa in these words. He added the word Ram, that's all, Ram service, that's all. So automatically it gets transformed into a spiritual life. You and I are doing it, not that we are not doing it. Now we have to know, this is spiritual. Nobody wants to do it in an improper way. Everybody wants to do it in a perfect way. Absent-minded, half-assed may be there, but by and large, everybody would like to do whatever they are doing perfect way. Because he is there now. But at times he makes us to forget. So for that, the Nama chanting, suppose it is getting rooted, wherever we feel the gap is there, then the Nama chanting will remind us. What have you done, man? Oh, sorry. You find a satisfaction, when you have kept the thing in the way in which it should be done. That is it. So how to transform? Now I think we are getting some clues. When we go through Mataji, she has selected 9. Throughout her life, it was an offering to God only. But for us, she has selected and given 9. These 9, let us not limit to this 9 dimension, but the theme or the cream or the message or the theme contained in this is that we are not localizing it. Everything is. That is why we always nowadays start telling, what we do in the puja room is only a rehearsal. What we do in Samadhi Mandir is a rehearsal. What we do in Bhajan Hall is a rehearsal. If we could stretch this outside, and authentic, he says, not only in, what is that he said? Not only in holy places and holy persons, Because he is there in entirety and perfection, everywhere. So why are we then seeing something more in somebody, less in somebody? We have to train our mind to bring this equanimity everywhere. When you see, when we people who are in ashram and who have the greatest privilege of going through these teachings of our masters, if we ourselves fail, in one of the talks, Puja Swamiji has written this. If we fail, we ourselves failure, how can we be a model to others? Not that we are all always erring, no. Probably we can say more than 60 to 70% we are holding. All of us are holding to that values. But we are not even aware of that. Okay, that's also a good thing. At least 30-40% is somewhere, there is something. That also we will make it, na? Many devotees, when they come first and stay here and when they go back, they have always only positive things, excepting 1 or 2 in a year. Majority of them feel very, very happy. He said, always everybody is smiling. We have never found. So like that, but that means, all of us are unknowingly living up to that, no doubt about it. But somewhere something, some screw is loose. That you have to tighten. That means he is holding our hand. But we have to live up to fully, He will not say that is the problem, no. He will not immediately say what you are doing is wrong. He will give us a long rope, make us to feel the hollowness, then make us to get corrected. However much we complain to him, he will keep quiet. He will not utter a word. Am I doing it rightly? You decide. So the answer for this is that we try to bring this nine. Of course, it is definitely a lighthouse. It gives us some direction. So whenever I'm a little careless because of my preoccupations with so many things, when my attention, my priority or preferences, they get diluted, there is every likelihood that I may not be doing it perfectly. So there the Nama helps us. So whenever I go off the line, Nama will immediately pull me up. What are you doing? What are you talking? What are you thinking? No, I would like to think on these lines. Okay, you have it. So Nama chanting will enable us to remember him and then carry on. Nothing wrong. Thinking that prompting has also come from him. We need not categorize. These are the things to be associated with him. These are the things to be not to be associated with him. No. Everything is to be associated with him. So let us try all these things, we keep on remembering. And right from the smallest we will start. Whenever God places us, makes us to remember this, even while handling a gem clip or a pin or a carbon paper. A stage comes, we cannot do it haphazardly. Because not that somebody looks or certifies, the inner, that is, what are you doing, man? Oh, sorry. So we are now trying, or in our language we can say, the God who is seated within, who is mute. We are trying to make him to correct us in the form of this awakening. Please correct me wherever. There was a wonderful quotation you remember here. Big one. No. He said, pulsating, you are right. So immediately we will reply, we will go and get the. Don't do that. Try to recollect these words. You are activating, pulsating, Everything you are getting things done through me. Everything is yours. Nothing is mine. The responsibility is yours. So the such type of prayer also, if you can remember, not for reproducing, sharing in the satsang, but to keep it, retain it as much as possible. And on the top of it all, Nama chanting. Nowadays it is becoming very clear. Nama chanting is the key, the password to enter into it. Every time when we go, suppose we keep on chanting mentally or vocally or silently, it does help. It will drag you to the center. So We won't say this is the answer for that question, but we are trying to move toward the answer. Because only when one does it, it becomes an answer. Question answer, the answer becomes an answer only when I try and make it a reality. No? Otherwise, it's only a knowledge. So let us all try. Papa now made some devotee to raise this point. No tall talk. We are trying to bring it. We now realize that many times when we are not satisfied, we will do it perfectly. What is it that makes me to do it perfectly? There is an inner satisfaction. That is that. That is that. It is not to get a certificate from somebody. It is for our own inner fulfillment. We do it perfectly. Of course, if somebody acknowledges, it gives a boost. But we will not be dependent upon. We used to closely observe this in Puja Mataji's and later in Puja Swamiji's. Hardly they will pat on the back, appreciate, tell. No. When somebody asked, in one of the letters he said, there is a risk involved. If suppose we say you have not done it, you get demotivated. If we say you have done it well, you feel I have done well, the ego will get better. Leave it as that. Let them be the judge. And they will be the judge. They will not be relying on what? Relying on the opinion of others, relying on the view of others. Because when you do it to your satisfaction, it cannot but be useful to others. Sarva Bhuta Hiterata will become a reality. When I do it perfectly, it will be automatically. You don't need any certificate from anybody. And then whenever we are out, we can go back to their life, how they were doing it. Probably when we go off stream, Mataji may take us into task. But Mataji rarely, I have not heard anything during our coming. Patted anybody's back. Swamiji has never done it. He will simply smile, that's all. So then, because the risk is there, the ego will get suddenly boosted up. Swamiji has accepted. Finished. I have lost whatever I have. Though it may look not very acceptable to everybody, but this is the truth. Anyway, so when I do everything perfectly, I'm not looking upon anybody. We can say whether it is okay or not, you please tell. That Swamiji used to say that. He wants it to be confirmed, that's all. These are some of the thoughts that the devotee's letter evoked in us. Let us do some thinking seriously. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.